Let's see one example. It is being said in a shop there is a discount offer of 10%, and the discount is given not to all, only for those customers who purchase quantity greater than 100. That means there is a condition involved. Discount is given only if the quantity purchased is greater than 100. The input is price per item and quantity. We need to find the total amount to be paid. Let's see how do we solve this particular problem. We say int main, and the two things we needed, price per item and quantity. Now the question comes, what should be the data type? We can take integer as data type. We say int quantity and price, and we need to read it. We say scanf %d ampersand quantity ampersand price. How do we calculate the total amount? It is quantity into price. But before we calculate the total, we need to be sure if the discount has to be applied or not. To begin with, what would be the discount? The discount would be 0% to begin with. Hence we write float discount d is equal to 0. That's 0%. If this quantity is greater than 100, then we say discount is equal to 10%, that is discount is 0.1%. Suppose we say quantity is equal to 90, price is equal to 10. Is 90 greater than 100? It is false. Therefore, the previous value d will remain as it is. It will not be overwritten. If we say quantity is 900 and price is 10, 900 greater than 100 is true. Hence, the discount will become 0.1. Let's calculate the total price. How do we calculate the total price? We say total is equal quantity into price minus discount. Quantity into price minus discount on this quantity into price minus d into quantity into price. Now quantity is 900 into 10 minus discount is 0.1 into 900 into 10. It is 900 into 10 is 9000 minus this will become 900. Hence the total price, the total will become 8100. This is the one way of doing it. Or we can see that quantity into price is a common thing. We can take common thing outside. We would write quantity into price multiplied by what remains over here? 1 minus discount. This is the other way of writing it. This is total, and at the final we print total. We say printf %f /n comma total, assuming total is of data type float. Now let's see another example. Let's say quantity is 90, the initial value of d is 0 and price is 10. 990 greater than 100 is false. This should not be executed. Now d is 0, 1 minus 0 is 1. Quantity into price into 1 is nothing but quantity into price, that is 90 into 10 is 900. Hence the final amount 900 will be printed. This is an example where it is given that a company gives bonus of 25% on basic salary to all those employees who have completed at least 3 years of service. We are given with the joining year and the current year. We need to find the total salary to be given. Assume that the joining year is 2016 and the current year is 2020 and the basic pay is 10,000. Since the year of service is 4, which is greater than 3, the salary would be 12,500. 10,000 plus 25% bonus, 25% of 10,000 is 2,500, hence we get 12,500. Let's look into some other example. Joining year is 2018, current year is 2020, the year of service is 2 years, and the bonus is the salary is 8,000. Do we need to add bonus on the basic? No, because the year of service is 2, which is not greater than 3, hence the salary would remain same as that as the basic payment. Now what we are given? We are given the joining year, J year is joining year, C year is current year, as well as the basic salary. What would be bonus to start with? Bonus would be 0 to start with. Bonus will become 25% on the basic salary only if the number of years completed are greater than or equal 3. At least 3 means 3, 4 or greater than or equal 3. Now let's compute let us assume that the joining year, J year is 2016 and the current year is 2020. And also assume that the basic is 10,000. Let us compute the year of service. How do we do it? We say if current year minus joining year, if it is greater than or equal to 3. Now current year is 2020, joining year is 2016, it becomes 4, greater than or equal to 3 is yes. At that point of time, bonus would become 25%. And how do we write 25%? 0.25. The previous value of bonus was 0, now it became 0.25. We need to compute the salary and we say salary is equal to basic plus bonus, and this bonus we give it on the basic salary. Or you could take basic as common, it becomes 1 plus bonus. At the end, we print the salary. Okay. Now let's say bonus has become 0.25. Basic is, we have assumed to be 10,000. Now basic is 10,000 plus bonus is 0.25 into basic is 10,000. This becomes 2,500 plus 10,000 is 12,500 and we print 12,500 as answer. Let's take one more example. Let's say joining year is 2018 and current year is 2020. 2020 minus 2018 is 2. 2 greater than or equal to 3 is false. That means the previous value of bonus, that is 0, remains intact. Now this point of time the bonus is 0. Now basic plus 0 into anything is 0. Basic plus 0 is basic. Hence it remains 8,000 and we print the total salary to be 8,000. Let's see another example. We need to find absolute value of a given number. It means if the number is negative, we need to convert to positive. If the number is positive, we keep it as it is. It can be done with the help of built-in functions, that is FABS of n. This will convert to positive if it is negative and it keeps it as it is if the number is positive. Now let's try to do it without using the built-in functions. How do we do it? We need a simple if, of course. Assume that n is negative, I need to convert to positive. And if n is positive, I need to keep it as it is. It means I need not do anything if the value of n is non-negative. Therefore, we say if the value of n is negative. How do we know it is a negative? If the value of n is less than 0, it is negative. If n is negative, I need to convert it to positive. How do we convert it to positive? We multiply by minus 1, or you may divide by minus 1, or you say minus of minus, that is unary minus. We say n is equal to minus n. Let us assume n is minus 3.14. Minus 3.14 less than 0, yes, the condition is true. Evaluate the RHS first. It becomes minus 3.14, which is plus 3.14, and that plus 3.14 will be stored back in n. Hence, we print the value of n, which is 3.14, the updated value. Let us assume the n is 3.14. 3.14 less than 0, the condition is false. If the condition is false, this body of if does not get evaluated. That means the value of n is 3.14 remains intact, and we print the value of n, which is 3.14. A discount of 20% is given to those passengers whose age is at least 60 years of age. It means if age is 59 and fare to be given is 1000, no discount since the age is not at least 60 years, the total to be remain same as the fare, that is 1000. If the age is 60 years, the passenger is at least 60 years of age. If the fare is 1000, it is 20% discount on the fare, that is minus 200 rupees, hence the total amount to be paid is 800. Now what we are given? We are given age and fare. Initial value of discount D is equal to 0. The discount will become 20% only if this age is greater than 60. I want you to pause the video and write down the code. Okay. If age is greater than 60, then we say discount is equal to 20%, that is 0.2. And how we calculate the total amount to be paid? Total amount is equal to fare minus discount on this fare, that is D into fare, or you may write fare into 1 minus D, and at the end we print the value of total. Let's say age is 59 and fare is 1000. 59 greater than 60 is false. Discount D remains 0 in this case. Now 0 into 1000 is 0. 1000 minus 0 is 1000, and we print 1000 as the final amount. Let us assume the value of D is 0 to begin with and age is 60. Now it is at least 60, hence we say age is greater than or equal to 60. 60 greater than or equal to 60 is true. Therefore, the value of discount will become 0.2. Fare is 1000 minus discount is 0.2 into 1000. 0.2 into 1000 is 200. 1000 minus 200 is 800, and we print 800 as the total. Thank you friends for watching this video, and in the next video we will talk about if else the two-way selection statement.